Stockholm's Globe Arena plays host this week to the Stockholm Open. The second semi-final is Yevgeny Kafelnikov, a 20-year-old Russian, up against Goran Ivanisevic, the number 2 in the world and the number 2 seed here. Kafelnikov, seeded 11, just 20 years of age, considered to have some of the best footwork in the game and surely a rising star. He takes the court first. He is going to have to return the ball very, very well today as he takes on Goran Ivanisevic, one of the finest servers ever. People talk about Roscoe Tanner's serve going back a few years, but let me tell you, this man can take the match by the scruff of the neck any time with that serve, first or second serve. Ivanisevic is just 23 years of age and dangerous off both wings. Forehand, backhand, he can volley, he can pretty much do everything. Let's take a look at the tour singles rankings. Pete Sampras way out ahead at the top, still. A dominant force in the world of tennis. There's Ivanisevic at number 2, quite a long way back and fighting off the challenge of several players, including Stick beneath him. Looking further down the rankings, Becker is at number 6. That could climb this week. He's having such a good week. Number 7 is Michael Chang, who has won 6 titles this year, and Andre Agassi. Now there is a man who is climbing the rankings fast. He is defending no computer points at all, and he's flying up the rankings. Recent winner of the US Open. Here's the prize money in Stockholm this year, $244,000 to the winner, and the finalist around $130,000. So what have the crowd got to look forward to today? Well, Goran Ivanisevic hasn't got to number 2 in the world by just having a serve. He backs it up with solid shots all the way around. Sometimes, I suppose, his concentration isn't quite what it should be, but what a dangerous man he is. The winner of this semi-final match will play Boris Becker, who has defeated Michael Stick and Pete Sampras to make the final. In the bottom half, Kafelnikov lost the first set to Bulgaria before coming through in 3, and Ivanisevic had a tremendous struggle in the quarterfinal against Andre Agassi. Agassi served for the match at 5-4 in the third set, lost it, had a match point at 8-7 in the tiebreak, only to see Ivanisevic produce 2 huge serves, and from there he went on to win the tiebreak in 18 points, 10 points to 8. The number 2 seed makes his home in Monte Carlo, Monaco. You can probably hear the music in the background. Welcome to the jungle. That is the Goran Ivanisevic theme tune. All the players have picked a song to be played when the introductions are being made. He's picked up a couple of titles this year in Kitzbühel on the clay, and just a couple of weeks ago at the Tokyo Indoor, Tokyo's Metropolitan Gymnasium was the scene of his crushing performance against Michael Chang. At the Stockholm Open, his match record is 16-3. Best result, he was a winner in 1992, and he was a runner-up in 1993 last year to Michael Stick in a dramatic match that required tie-breaks. He's got to this stage by defeating wildcard Swede Yevgeny 6-7, 7-5, 6-4. Then he defeated the Italian Andrea Gaudenzi 7-5, 6-3. And then he took care of the number 9 seed Andre Agassi 6-1, 3-6, 7-6. One of the most dramatic matches of the year. Really picked up towards the end of the third set. Both players wanted that very, very much. Yevgeny Kafelnikov, the number 11 seed this week. Last year at the Stockholm Open, he was a qualifier and went out in the second round to Peter Korda. He makes his home in Sochi, Russia. He's just 20 years of age. Pretty much a perfect build for tennis. He moves so well. His mobility is excellent. His 1994 record, he's played an awful lot of tennis. 66 match victories, 24 reversals, and a rank of 13. He was at a ranking of 11 recently. 3 titles, his first 3 titles on the tour: Adelaide on the hard courts, Copenhagen on the carpet, and Long Island on the hard courts. He can play on any surface, this man. At the Stockholm Open, he's 4-1, and he's still going here, looking to make it 5-1. He's taken his country, Russia. Better get out of the way of that Goran Ivanisevic serve. as Ivanisevic apologizes. He's taken Russia to the Davis Cup final. First time Russia have ever been in the Davis Cup final. In the round of 64, he got a bye. In round of 32, he defeated Guy Forget 7-6, 6-4. He required another first-set tiebreak to dismiss the top Swede, Stefan Edberg, a two-time winner in Stockholm. Number 5 seed going down 7-6, 6-2. And he defeated Sergi Bruguera, having lost the first set in the quarter-final matchup. Kafelnikov versus Ivanisevic. They played twice. Both times were this year. The last meeting was in Rome. Ivanisevic won 6-2, 6-4 on the clay in the round of 32. Well, there's no question that you peg Goran Ivanisevic as a big server. Not a natural serve volleyer, but he can do it fairly comfortably. He can also stay back. Kafelnikov, a similar type of player, the right-hander. He can serve volley or stay back. So both players extremely versatile. Ivanisevic has lost in 3 finals: Stuttgart indoor, Wimbledon, where he lost to Pete Sampras, and also Bucharest on the clay to Davin. Yevgeny Kafelnikov has had a tremendous year. Consider this, that he started the year...
This match will be the best of 3 tiebreak sets. Ivanisevic won the toss and chose to receive.
So Ivanisevic receiving, that's perhaps a surprising decision. Consider that Yevgeny Kafelnikov started the year ranked 102 in the world. He went right up to a career high of number 11. That was in August of this year. Now he's at number 13. Goran Ivanisevic is also at a career high right now of number 2 in the world. And that run started on the 4th of July. So I guess Wimbledon, the runner-up spot to Pete Sampras, took him to number 2 in the world. Ivanisevic has already qualified for the year-ending World Championship in Frankfurt in November. Yevgeny Kafelnikov is one of 12 men bidding for one of the 5 remaining places in the Elite 8 round-robin event. Kafelnikov to serve the first game in the first set.
Thank you. Any seat on the end. Thank you. Play.
Satisfactory way to start the match. Pulls Ivanisevic wide, opens up the court. Backhand, safe. Manoeuvring Ivanisevic very well from the baseline in the opening 2 points. Ivanisevic has already covered plenty of court. Kafelnikov goes in for the volley. He knows when to press for the kill. Just dropped in on the line to keep him involved in this first game.
Game Kafelnikov.
Ace number 1 takes the first game for Kafelnikov in this semi-final to decide who will play Boris Becker in the final of 1994 Stockholm Open. Goran Ivanisevic strides out to serve his first service game here in the semi-final of the Stockholm Open. Not a man to hold back on the serve. Here's the serving speeds. Ivanisevic holds the record with Greg Rusedski, a Canadian left-hander, 218.8 kilometers per hour. That's 136 miles an hour or thereabouts. Blinding speed. Love 15. Well, that was an opportunity for Kafelnikov to put some pressure on. He had time to hit that backhand. Ace number one of many, probably. Volleying to the open court, covering the down the line, getting his reward.
Second serve.
Rather like Boris Becker and all the big servers on the tour, Ivanisevic will accept double faults. There's no point just throwing in a second serve and hoping. You've got to go for it nowadays. The returners are too good. Comes with the territory. Aces and double faults with Goran Ivanisevic. He's wearing a Croatian flag as a bandana.
Game, Ivanisevic. 1 game all.
3 aces in that game. 1 game all, first set. Stockholm Open semi-final. In the early exchanges from the baseline, it seems to me that Kafelnikov has the more solid ground strokes, takes them a little bit earlier than Ivanisevic. He's controlling the tempo of those.
39.
By taking the ball early, you don't allow your opponent any time to set up and do what he wants to do.
Game, Kafelnikov.
Kafelnikov's serve and ground strokes are good enough to take him into a 2-1 lead. First set against Goran Ivanisevic, the number 2 seed.
Time.
So it's Croatia in the form of Goran Ivanisevic versus Russia and Yevgeny Kafelnikov in the semi-final of the Stockholm Open. Ivanisevic 1-2 down and serving.
First service. Love 15.
And for the second game in a row, Ivanisevic loses the first point of his service game. And Kafelnikov makes it this time to go love 30.
Love 30.
It was a good first serve. Kafelnikov did well to read it, and that pass was right on the line.
Love 40.
Double fault number 2. 3 break points to Kafelnikov. This hasn't been a very good game from Ivanisevic so far. Excellent touch, though, saves one of those break points. He just sort of drops his racket on the ball with an open face, lots of backspin on it. Kafelnikov, one of the quickest guys around, but he couldn't get to that. 15-40 still, though. That's the way to hit it. Don't let Kafelnikov take the initiative in these baseline rallies.
30.
Goran has a big forehand. Shouldn't be afraid to use it. But Ivanisevic still faces one more break point.
Again, Kafelnikov.
And double fault number 3 gifts the game to Kafelnikov.
Kafelnikov leads 3 games to 1.
3 games to 1. And that was a poor service game from Ivanisevic. Couple of errors. And the young Russian takes command. On a fast indoor court, sometimes that's all it needs to win the set.
Love 15.
Surprise tactics, serve volley. Had the volley, should have made it really. Love 15 though, just pushed it wide. Kafelnikov was in the final of the German Open in Hamburg in May. One of the 9 Super 9 events, like Stockholm. Lost to his friend Medvedev in the final. Super hitting again from Kafelnikov. He gets ready so early on that forehand. His elbow is up, his racket face is down as he takes it back. Quite reminiscent of the Lendl forehand when Lendl was dominating the game throughout the 80s.
40-15.
And now he has 2 game points to go 4-1 up, first set.
Game Kafelnikov.
Which he does with sensible serving. 4-1 to Kafelnikov in the first set of the semi-final
4 games to 1.
at the Stockholm Open.
Time.
Yevgeny Kafelnikov brings a 4-1 lead out to receive the Ivanisevic serve in this first set. They're certainly rushing through this first set. They've been on court just 14 minutes.
Love 15.
And once again, Kafelnikov takes a love 15 lead on Ivanisevic's serve. Inches out. It was a clean winner if it landed in. Gave it plenty of height to let the topspin work. He's certainly not short of talent, is he? He's playing out of his mind at the moment. He's seeing the ball very, very early indeed.
15-30.
Not a bad serve from Ivanisevic, coming down at nearly 200 kilometers an hour, but it's 15-30. And now 15-40 for a two-break lead at 5-1. This would pretty much bury the first set, I'm sure. Well, those 2 points probably took about 20 seconds, but they could be absolutely crucial in this match. Ivanisevic comes up with that little drop shot. He loves to play that shot on the backhand side. Kafelnikov makes it this time, but Goran gets it over his head. Ivanisevic gets himself out of a hole, wins the game. It's now Kafelnikov 4-2 in the first set. And they are rushing through. The average match time for Kafelnikov, based on his 3 matches so far, 1 hour and 34 minutes. Ivanisevic, based on 3 matches also, 1 hour and 31 minutes. Doesn't look like they'll be making an hour and a half in this particular encounter. Now, maybe Goran can work off this platform of love 15 and try and get the break back. Kafelnikov blew his chances a little bit in the last game. This is the time for Goran to attack.
Love 30.
And now at love 30, he's in with a real shout. First double fault for Kafelnikov. So many hours of practice go into those ground strokes. It just does not look like Kafelnikov's going to make errors when he's taking the ball early and dictating the play. Still has some work to do in this game.
30 on.
when he gets his first serve in, he wins 76% or thereabouts of those points. In this particular match, he's only serving at 33%, and that is not good enough. Ivanisevic wins 87% of the points when he gets his first serve in. That was a second serve, and the Croatian will feel that he should have made that ball and got into a rally at least to give himself a chance.
Game, Kafelnikov. New balls.
So Yevgeny Kafelnikov takes a 5-2 lead in this first set, and he seems to be controlling the action.
Time.
The Stockholm Open is the 79th stop on the ATP Tour. There are 87 events in total. The Stockholm Open is the 8th of 9 Championship Series events called the Big Nine for 1994. Ivanisevic serving to stay in this first set at 2-5 down.
Love 15.
And double fault number 4 will not help him. But ace number 6 will. You never get that many rallies when Ivanisevic is playing on a fast indoor court. Those are just bullet serves. There's absolutely nothing Kafelnikov could do there. He will serve for the set, though, at 5-3. Coming into this match, Ivanisevic had served 74 aces already this week to Kafelnikov's 11. That's a blinding return to start the game off. He's certainly confident. Read the ball well. He got some body weight behind it. That's why it flew down the line. Kafelnikov checking out the shot on the overhead scoreboard. And now a real chance for Ivanisevic at love 30. Kafelnikov not getting a great deal of help on his serve. Could use a couple of big uns right now.
love 40.
Well, Kafelnikov guilty of double faulting at the wrong time there at love 30. 3 break points for Ivanisevic. It wasn't long ago that Kafelnikov was holding a couple of break points on the Ivanisevic serve that would have given him a double break at 5-1. How quickly this match has turned.
15-40.
And that was the first break point that Kafelnikov had to face. He dealt with it very well. But he still has 2 more to fend off. At the top of the net. Suddenly, Ivanisevic is back in this match. Now, it's 5-4 to Kafelnikov.
Time.
Goran Ivanisevic, the number 2 seed from Croatia, was 5-2 down, now 4-5 and serving. And that first serve percentage from Kafelnikov is not good enough at 28%. It certainly didn't help him in the last game. When he gets his first serve in, it can be very effective indeed. And he can serve well over 200 kilometers an hour, as can Ivanisevic.
15 left.
Very difficult man to find any rhythm against Goran Ivanisevic. You always feel like you're playing his game the whole time.
30-50.
Went for a big second serve there. 5 double faults, 9 aces. Kafelnikov in there with a chance in this game.
40-30.
Ace number 10 on the match, 84 on the week. He just doesn't care when he double faults on a previous point. He just goes for it. He knows he's got to go for it, and he has no fear. Courage. Ivanisevic has levelled up at 5-all. He's confident right now. He's moving like he's confident. He was a semi-finalist in Vienna last week. He lost to Agassi. He beat Agassi in the quarter-final here, having saved match point. And of course, he won, defeating Chang in Tokyo 3 weeks ago.
15 left.
Kafelnikov has to go back to the basics here, not get complicated, just keep things simple and get the job done. 15 love, he's on the way.
15 on. 30-15.
And now suddenly it's Ivanisevic who looks the more solid from the baseline. He's just keeping the ball deep. Perhaps he's taking the ball a little bit earlier. And Kafelnikov is finding the net too much, 30 all. Late call. On the sideline. Ivanisevic hangs in there again. Kafelnikov again going into the net with the ground stroke. He's having trouble.
Advantage Kafelnikov. Deuce.
Not the time for the double fault that time. That was for 6-5, and he seems to be blowing a lot of chances, does 20-year-old Kafelnikov. Excellent play. He waited until Kafelnikov gave him the right ball, and then he attacked. Deep, firm. Kafelnikov couldn't do much with it. Goran got the short ball, punches it through the court, break point.
Game, Ivanisevic.
He's a very frustrated young man. Goran Ivanisevic takes a 6-5 lead, first set.
There'll be an injury timeout. Time.
Goran Ivanisevic finds himself 6-5 up and serving for the first set of this semi-final match at the 1994 Stockholm Open. Yevgeny Kafelnikov had chances to go 5-1 up with 2 breaks in this set. At the change of ends, Ivanisevic had trainer Bill Norris on, washing his eyes out. He called for the injury timeout. Doesn't seem to have affected anything too badly.
Forward!
Kafelnikov has shown a great deal of frustration since things were going so well for him at the beginning of the first set. Some bad errors and some bad double faults in the last game.
30-15.
The Russian thought that was just a little bit long. Let's take another look. Wouldn't want to be a line judge.
40-15.
2 set points for Ivanisevic.
Game first set. Ivanisevic. 7 games to 5.
That is quite simply unplayable serving. He just throws the ball up, gives it a good old whack, picks a spot, and he has the first set in his pocket at 7 games to 5. Kafelnikov has got to get over his frustration and start well in this set. Now this is the time to attack in a match. When you've just won the first set, your opponent is down. This is when to press. Ivanisevic with a love 15 lead is doing just that.
59.
Forward!
30-15.
Just a lack of concentration there. Wasn't the right shot to play, and it didn't come off. And it's put him in trouble at 30 all. It's a little bit fortunate. They're playing with each other at the net a little bit. They're well into this match now. Kafelnikov gets it over Ivanisevic's head. And that was a fairly solid net cord, but he deserved the point, really.
Game Kafelnikov.
A better start to the end, to the beginning of the second set for Kafelnikov. He leads 1-love, Ivanisevic by 1 set to love.
Time.
Ivanisevic in this semi-final at the Stockholm Open finds himself a set-up against Yevgeny Kafelnikov. Love won, though, in the second set.
Forward!
15-9. 30 love.
He's not afraid to go for his shots, is he now? He's on a good roll. He lost in the first round of the US Open, but since then,
40
apart from a first round loss at the Sydney indoors, he's been in tremendous form.
Game, Ivanisevic. One game
When he
all.
gets into that sort of winning habit that he does on the serve, when you're winning your serve comfortably, maybe losing a point, maybe two at the most, you can afford to go for your returns and really go for broke.
15 love.
Unless your opponent does that, of course. Kafelnikov knows how to serve. Just a lack of experience at the end of the first set cost him.
Fault.
Overrule from the chair.
Thirty love.
That's a lovely shot. Ivanisevic had no idea where he was going to go on this. Early preparation, just drops the racket head beneath the ball.
Forward!
Game, Kafelnikov.
Kafelnikov 2-1 up in the
Kafelnikov
second
leads
set.
2-1.
Goran Ivanisevic won the first set, 7-5.
Time.
Yevgeny Kafelnikov, one of the rising young stars of the games, in 1994 takes on Goran Ivanisevic in the semi-final of the Stockholm Open. Ivanisevic won the first set 7-5. Kafelnikov holds a 2-1 lead in the second set.
15 love.
And I think Kafelnikov is finding this very, very frustrating indeed. Ivanisevic has served 14 aces.
30 love.
He just doesn't feel like he's getting a play on anything. I mean, that was a winner there, and it went off the top of the net. That just contributes to the feeling of frustration.
Foul!
That was a good lob from Kafelnikov. It forced Ivanisevic
30-15.
back. Kafelnikov came in, and it's all very well doing these fancy shots. If Kafelnikov could just do the basics a little bit more, he could get right back in this match.
Forward!
Even the second serve of the Croatian is solid. It comes through, and the ball plays the racket rather than the racket playing the ball. That's the definition of heavy serving in my book.
Game, Ivanisevic. New balls.
Very few people who can handle Ivanisevic's serve. No one if he's serving well. Score now 2-all in the second set. Ivanisevic looking to get into his 6th final of the year. He's won 2 finals, the most recent one at the Metropolitan Gymnasium in Tokyo.
15 love.
And Michael Chang found the going a little bit too tough, despite 100% effort, as always. And that percentage from Kafelnikov must go up if he's to stand a chance. 36%, not good enough.
Fall!
15 on.
If I was his coach, I'd just be saying concentrate. 1 point at a time. He's not out of this match yet.
30-15.
Sort of a round arm forehand. 30 all. He's in with a chance here. This year, Kafelnikov has gone over $1 million in prize money. In career prize money, Ivanisevic, if he wins this tournament, would go over $6 million in his career earnings.
Game Kafelnikov.
Kafelnikov it is that takes the 3-2 lead in the second set. He's still trying to get back into this match.
Time.
This semi-final in Stockholm represents the 3rd time that Kafelnikov and Ivanisevic have gone up against each other this year. The other 2 came in other Big 9 events in Hamburg. Kafelnikov won 7-6, 6-love. In Rome, Ivanisevic won 6-2, 6-4.
15 love.
Both of those tournaments on the clay. And this is about as far away from clay as you can get. Lightning quick surface at Stockholm's Globe Arena. In the opening 3 or 4 service games that Ivanisevic served in the first set, Kafelnikov was making a play on serves like that. He was right in there, looking to break each time. But now he just can't get anywhere against this wicked serve.
Fall!
30-15. Game Ivanisevic. 3 games on.
Some people say that he reduces the game. I don't see it quite that way. Ivanisevic has that serve, and he's right to use it. It's every bit a part of the game nowadays, just like forehands and backhands.
Second serve.
The danger for Kafelnikov is that he tries to compete with Ivanisevic You can't. You've got to play your own game against him.
Love 15.
Good deep backhand. Kafelnikov didn't really hit short there. There was nothing wrong. Goran just went for it. I think he enjoyed that one.
15-9.
These guys have plenty of touch. Make no mistake about it. Great ball control. Again, Kafelnikov putting a bit of an exhibition on. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn around and have a look at that one on replay.
30.
I know we will. It was a beautiful shot. Just playing with Ivanisevic. The trouble with playing with somebody is that you can tend to lose your own concentration. And if you lose a break of serve to Ivanisevic, well, pretty much the set is over because he is serving tremendously today.
40-30.
Half the battle when you serve and volley, if you don't do it every point, is to get the timing just right. Kafelnikov perfect there, 40-30.
Game Kafelnikov.
And well left as well, so Kafelnikov kept his head up in the second set. He leads 4-3, although he is a set down.
Time.
Goran Ivanisevic is attempting in this match to reach his third Stockholm Open final. He won the Stockholm Open in 1992 with a victory over Guy Forget and lost to Michael Stick in last year's final. He's 3-4 down, second set.
15 left.
Just astonishing serving, 18 aces. And we're only in the middle of the second set.
First service.
Absolutely nothing Kafelnikov can do. And what perhaps the mistake that the Russian is making is that he's allowing it to get to him, this phenomenal serving. You can't react. Goran loves it. All Kafelnikov has got to do is do that 2 more times and he gets back to deuce. It all seems very unlikely when the Croatian is serving at this level of excellence.
First service. 40-30. First service. Game, Ivanisevic. 4 games all.
4 games all, and now a vital game for Kafelnikov. He's got to hold his concentration together, just do the basic things. This is where he went wrong in the first set. Cannot afford to get too flash.
Love 15.
Great volley back to the position that the returner had come from, so Ivanisevic had to scrabble a bit. 15 all. Masterful control of a rally from Ivanisevic. Don't think for a moment that he can only hit big serves. He knows when it was right to come in, and that volley that he steered away, that was confident. Tremendous racket head control. The score now 15-30. It's 4 all in the second set. And the match definitely hanging in the balance as Kafelnikov comes to the line. Well, at the start of the match, Kafelnikov was the man winning those rallies, and now Ivanisevic is, and that's how the momentum has swung. It's 2 break points. Ivanisevic at 4 in the second set. And the way the Croatian is serving, I wouldn't want to be Kafelnikov in the next game. I'm afraid he's handed it to him. The score now is 7-5, 5-4. Ivanisevic, he will come out to serve for a place in the Stockholm Open final.
Time.
Goran Ivanisevic was one of the 16 top 20 players in the world who entered Stockholm this year. He is serving for a place in the final against another of those men, Boris Becker. First serve or second serve really doesn't matter to Goran. When he's feeling good and charging in, he is very difficult to dislodge, especially on this fast court. 30 love, 2 points away from victory. And now 40 love, 3 match points. Kafelnikov missed that backhand by a matter of centimetres. Ivanisevic for a place in the final.
Game, set, match, Ivanisevic.
And what a way to finish it. Big serving, big ground strokes. He played the big points well. Kafelnikov really can only blame himself. He had his chances. But the final score, Ivanisevic 7-5, 6-4 over Kafelnikov. He will take on Boris Becker in the final of the 1994 Stockholm Open. No wonder the Croatian fans are happy.
Strax blir det dubbel semifinal här. Vi vet vilka som ska möta Stockholm.
Well, Goran, you have remained quite satisfied with that one.